3 solutions for any relationship problem. Any. My name's Poppy. I'm a psychotherapist, psychologist, coach. I've worked for 30 years globally and I work for you. I'm unaffiliated. Take what you want, leave what you don't. Some of this will be difficult to hear. And you can use the solutions I have. More importantly, though, you can hear the theory. And I always can see the degree to which someone wants to feel good based on the fact that they will interact with what I'm offering on a personal level, i.e. coaching, or they'll buy the product, or it's not for you. However, I know the health of who I'm dealing with based on the level of interaction here. So save the video and maybe play it when things get really bad, if they're not bad enough already. And I talk that way because for 30 years I've seen people suffer, and equally I have suffered. And bottom line is, it's a worthiness issue when we attract people who behave poorly. And it's not about them. It's about you and the opportunity for change. So there's this thing called, well, it's a Columbus quote. Columbus apparently said this. I don't believe he did. However, it's a nice analogy for health. So the story is, ship's hands on the boat are freaking out and say to Columbus, there's no land, we're going to die. And Columbus says, there is land. So if you think of the land as being the thing you want, the money, the respect, the career, the stability, the safety, the love, Columbus says there is land. And they say, how do you know that? There is safety, there is the wish fulfilled. Well, there's sticks in the water and there's birds in the sky. The sticks have to come from somewhere and the birds have to land somewhere. There's land, will be good. What that means in my mind is the things that you have in your life that you do not want, the little bit of money or the little bit of respect, or the sometimes, maybe you might have a holiday that's near the holiday that you kind of want or something. Evidence of land. For example, we say, I want more money, I need more money, and you find a penny on the floor. That is a stick or a bird. And what we do not do is go, that actually isn't the thing I want. It's evidence of the thing I want. So we keep going. And true faith, for all of us faithful people, true faith is trusting without evidence. So there's a lot of faithful people. I'm like, no, you don't have faith. You have an idea intellectually of faith. You don't have it. So it's in a similar way, and with absolute love, people in my field, health, we know things often intellectually. We have these profound experiential crises. However, very few people do the work. And what I mean by that is you're able to look around your relationship with your kids and so on and go, these are really healthy relationships. I'm attracting really healthy islands, not birds and, sticks, which is evidence that you are whole and healthy. There's always things we can learn. So if you're triggered by things and you get all activated and they're doing it wrong and so on, then it's evidence that you haven't looked at the triggers are the guides. So whoever you are, if you're a professor of psychology, if you're a student, if you're something else, accountant or mother, and good Lord, father, hats off to you. Extremely amazing the job you've done. And frankly as well, if you're a parent, you can do anything. So to whatever degree you're suffering and to whatever degree you would like to do something about it and actually put your money where your mouth is by doing something about it, actively, behaviourally, whatever it is, I get it. When you're ready to stop suffering, you will realise that you are in charge of A, your identity. You decide. B, your thoughts are yours. Nobody can do anything to your thoughts. That's a choice. And we have been groomed to think negatively and all the things. However, the fact is, you have choices in what you do. So if you are having X with money and X with relationships, they are choices you're making. Choices happen from the unconscious, not the logical mind. So what it would tell me is if you present to me with unhappy relationships where you feel used and abused and all the things, disrespected, it's a worthiness issue. You don't yet feel worthy of feeling good. And when you do, you'll help yourself. And again, telling other people what to do and not to do doesn't work. Owning our part and telling ourselves what to do and not do gently and with love, is what's going to make change. And until we do that, nothing will change. In fact, across time, it will get worse. And for most people, it goes into the body. We somatize. So you'll get cancers. Respectfully, I've been doing this a long time. Irritable bowel, thyroid, you fall on your ankles, different kinds of things. Anxiety, depression, irritable bowel, ulcerative colitis. And often most people were seduced by a culture that says you don't know how to fix you. Therefore, people will give you drugs, cut bits off of you and so on. And forevermore, you'll feel that culture is telling you what you fear, which is the solution is outside of you. No, it isn't. And I'm really sorry that you've been groomed to think you're emotionally and physically pathetic. You are not. People are cashing in on the fact that you don't realize how much power you have to change something. So careful there. Sending love. Stick around. Get close. Thrive Boundaries Mastery. I have that for you. Pay what you feel it's worth. It was £300 a few weeks ago. Have it, because I'm invested in your health, because frankly, if you're healthy, I have a better time with other humans. And you can show up as a subscriber. Nominal fee, what does it work out as? About 50p per live where I'm coaching you, which is generally unheard of for a woman who's an expert in 3 fields who's been doing it for 3 decades. Your choice. Over to you. Big love.